because everybody got so quiet so fast. It's like, oh my gosh, we're actually going to start maybe a minute or two early. But I want to take this opportunity to tell you something that's special that just happened. And that is, yesterday I found out that a couple of my students in 4th grade will not be ringing with us tonight, various reasons. And when you're ringing these chimes, there's only 2 people on each note. Each one of these hand chimes rings 1 note. And so I have 2 students per note. Well, one of those students wouldn't be able to be here tonight to ring for 2 different notes. So yesterday, I asked Karthik Vedya and Paul Ellison, who play that note, but in their section, in their song, if they would be willing to take a look at this piece of music and see if they could do it. You know, they didn't hesitate. They saw the need, and they felt confident enough. They said yes. So we spent our class period yesterday afternoon ringing, and the other kids in the class rang along with us. And I paid attention to those 2 particular boys, and they did a fantastic job. So in a few minutes, you will see 2 young men who will ring twice. And the reason they're ringing twice is because they are filling in for someone, for 2 people who could not be here tonight with us.
Good evening and welcome to Great Hearts Northern Oaks' 4th annual spring concert. And we are actually premiering 4th graders ringing the chimes tonight, and we're excited to hear them. I want to give just a couple of reminders. Would you just check one more time, make sure that your cell phone is on silent? If you are going to take pictures, just don't use your flash. It is distracting to our students. We will hold the doors during musical pieces, so if you do need to go out, you'll be asked to wait until the musical piece is over. We're going to celebrate tonight Americana and folk songs from around the world, so please join me for a night of celebration.
On Wings, the song was written by the German composer Felix Mendelssohn. This piece is the second of Mendelssohn's 6 songs for voice and piano. This composition is set to a poem written by the German poet Heinrich Heine.
El coqui is a traditional song from Puerto Rico. Its whimsical tunes is about a small nocturnal tree frog that serenades islanders to sleep. For Puerto Rico, the coqui has been a cultural symbol for centuries and is a national symbol and an icon for anything Puerto Rican. When Puerto Ricans want to express their nationality, they say, "Soy de aquí como el coqui." I'm as Puerto Rican as a coqui.
Doodle originated in the 1800s among slaves in the South. The authorship of this American folk song is unknown, but is first performed for public entertainment in 1842 by the Virginia Minstrels.
So I went down south to see myself, sing Holly, Holly, Doodle. have been protecting us for over 240 years. In 1775, the Army was first established and was done in order to protect us from possible British invasion. The Navy and Marine Corps were formed next. The Air Force was originally part of the Army, but branched off in 1947. San Antonio, known as Military USA, has a rich military history and is honored to be the home of many active and retired personnel. Great Hearts Northern Oaks would like to honor you, the men and women of our armed forces, by singing the Armed Forces Medley and asking you to stand as we sing the song from your branch of the military.
Marching all around. An écossais is a lively dance piece that became popular during the 18th century. The word écossais is French, meaning Scottish. The name really has nothing in common with genuine Scottish dance music, but is rather more of an English country dance. This écossais was written by Ludwig van Beethoven in 1806.
Wayfaring Stranger is a traditional folk ballad. The melody and lyrics are anonymous, but the spiritual is passed by word of mouth throughout the Appalachian Mountains since the mid-18th century. Its musical roots are believed to be from an old Irish tune.
is a traditional song of welcome sung throughout Africa. Greetings of good health, blessings, and peace are expressed throughout the song.
My America is a medley of three traditional American patriotic songs. The first song in the medley, My Country 'Tis of Thee, was written in 1832. The song is set to the tune of the British national anthem, God Save the Queen. The second selection, This Is My Song, is part of a symphonic work by Jean Sibelius entitled Finlandia. America the Beautiful, the final selection in this medley, is a very popular patriotic song written by Catherine Bates in the summer of 1893 after visiting Pikes Peak, Colorado. It is said that the beauty of what she saw inspired her to write this song.
I
traditional German canon. Audience members should listen for the many layers that result from the entrances of the round that weave and blend. The repeating pitch toward the end is the note tolling the text, ding dong.
GHNO Le Moulet is a French-Canadian folk song. It is about windmills and the importance they play in everyday life of country folk. If you listen carefully, you can hear the steady ticka-taka of the mill wheel as it turns in the windmill.
La Working on the Wabash Cannonball is an arrangement by Christy Carey Miller of the two American folk songs I've Been Working on the Railroad and Wabash Cannonball. Both were written in the 1800s and are about the U.S. railway system. One song speaks to the hardships of African American and Irish immigrants who primarily built this nation's railroads. The other, a favorite song of the hobos who rode these railroads across this great nation.
God Bless America was written in 1918 by Israel Berlin, better known as Irving Berlin. He was born in Russia and left his Siberian home for America in 1893 at the age of 5. His great love for America led him to write many patriotic songs, and that love is expressed beautifully in this beloved song. It was first sung by Kate Smith via radio on Veterans Day in 1938.
Far across the
was written by the Hungarian composer Franz Lehár and premiered in his operetta The Merry Widow in 1905. A light and breezy waltz, this piece has continued to please audiences for over a century.
Written in 1831 by Samuel Smith, a Baptist minister, author, and journalist, My Country 'Tis of Thee was first performed by 500 children, July 4th, 1831, in Boston, Massachusetts. As we sing the last verse, we would ask that you stand and join us. The words to the last verse are printed in your program. And now, would all the third and fourth graders please stand?
Liberty, of liberty.
seated. I want to give a special round of applause to our 4th grade chime choir. That was amazing tonight. I want to thank our pianist, Connie Barton. Our percussionist, Christine Davis. That was awesome. It was really wonderful. Mr. Brandon Aniel, our 3rd grade teacher with the banjo. And of course, the hardest working woman tonight, Mrs. Kathy Trujillo. Josie has a little something. And then I'd like Miss Jensine Caranto to come back to the stage tonight. For those of you who probably don't know, we are gifting our dear friend Jensine to Great Hearts Irving in Dallas, Texas next year. And there are many of you in the audience tonight who didn't perform in the K2 concert today, but you have performed for Miss Caranto. If you performed for Miss Caranto, would you please stand and honor her? She's touched the lives of so many children with giving them their first beginnings with the joy of music and of song. And she's done the same thing for our faculty and staff, and we're definitely going to miss her. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to let her know how you felt about her contribution to your children and family.